guys, so today I'm going to show you just really quickly how I like to clean my makeup brushes. It's pretty quick and easy. I have just, three materials I use. I use a paper plate, just some antibacterial soap, and Safola oil. I think you can use Safola or olive oil. I don't remember exactly from the recipe that I found online, but I use both. As you can see, I have a lot of brushes to clean, and this isn't even the entirety of my brush collection. This is just what I use pretty much on a daily basis, because then there's a couple others that I have that I just really don't use all that often, so I don't think they need to be cleaned. Anyways, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the plate and the soap. Small working space here. And the most important ingredient I think is the soap. So you're just gonna take a big old glob like that on the plate, and obviously you can add as you go and your solution gets more dirty. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of the Safola oil like that. And because of cleaning, it's going to get mixed around. You also are going to use water to just rinse off the solution. I'm going to start off with my powder foundation brush. What I do is I just swirl it around and get it pretty covered up like so. Then I take water and I just mix it around on my hand and really get everything in there, and then run it under the water to clean it all off. And you'll see it just gets a lot of stuff off the brush. And I usually run it through until all of the solution feels like it's off and the water doesn't come out colored anymore. Which this could take a while. Cold water, I don't know if it matters what temperature of water you use. I just use cold water, and I always have. I've never tried hot water, so I don't know if hot water would damage your brushes or not, but and I have like these awkward powder clumps on some of the bristles of mine, and I know they're not all gonna come off. So that's part of why I run the brush like this through my hand, because it loosens them up and it does make the majority come off. And then I just kind of, the water is coming out clear now, so I'm going to take it right off like so. And then I press it out like this. Then I'm going to take just a towel. Okay, so I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to put it so that the head is hanging off so that it doesn't get pressed anywhere. I'm going to let it dry, probably just until it's dry basically and stuff, which should take about overnight, maybe a little bit more. It's okay because I don't have to go to church tomorrow because it's general conference, so I don't need to put on makeup. That's why I waited until now to do it. And this just, I might flip it over a little bit, so, but basically I leave it there. I'm going to do the same with this sponge. Also, this is from that Forever 21 sponge pack I had gotten in my Valentine's Day haul. I think it was a Valentine's Day haul. It might have just been a March haul. I don't know. Or February haul. I don't know. I don't really remember. And I said I would keep y'all updated on what I thought of these. And granted, I can't give the best review on whether or not it is a dupe for the Beauty Blender, since I've never used the Beauty Blender because I have not convinced myself to spend the money on that yet. However, I gotta say these are okay. They're very soft. I don't use them damp because when I use them damp it just feels like it's taking the product off, and like all of the product off, not just the concealer, which I use this to blend out. So like it feels like it's taking off the foundation from underneath my concealer, and it becomes a hot mess in it. So I don't use them damp. I think they're soft enough to use dry. It's just the cleanest it's getting. So for the sponges, I'm just going to put them on the end here and just have them flat down because they can't really hang off without all tumbling down. Mix this around. This pink one that is cone-shaped and the most like the Beauty Blender in shape is my favorite for blending out concealer of the three. I haven't actually tried all three, but I just sprayed myself with water. Anyways, I don't really find the need to use them all that much because I just feel like they don't make that much of a difference, honestly. So, you know, they were $3. It's no big deal. I still use them occasionally, but I don't know. I wouldn't spend $3 on them unless you really want to. And also something I have noticed from the few times I've done this is that sometimes the brushes can get a little bit out of shape and just feel a little weird after you first, like when you first use them after cleaning them. I find if you just keep using them and press on, then they should just fall back into form, except they just might be a little bit out of shape, but it just takes them a few uses and then they should be back in shape and back to business. And in case anyone is wondering, I clean my brushes about quarterly, so I try to do it like at the beginning of fall, winter, spring, and summer, just because like it's not good to wash your brushes too much is what I've heard, but you also have to do it somewhat frequently so that they stay in good use and so that they don't start breaking apart and all that jazz. I don't know too much about it, but I'm sure if you look into it you'll find out. I've just heard to do it semi-frequently but not too much. And I know from a science class experiment that bacteria does grow on makeup brushes. That's part of why you use antibacterial soap. It really hurt me inside. I felt very betrayed by my makeup brushes because we were testing to find bacteria in areas of the school and we could bring stuff from home, so I brought my foundation brush and I found that it grew a lot of bacteria and I was really depressed and I was like, okay, it's time to do your spring makeup brush cleaning. So, you know. And we're done. And I'll quickly throw away this plate. As you can see, I did not use all of the solution in it. I didn't even have to add to it, so that was pretty good. Just throw in this now real quick. And this, please forgive my bathroom, it's a hot mess, I know. Anyways, this is the end result, and I will just leave these here like so. Maybe rotate them over at the beginning of the day tomorrow, and they should be dry at latest. They should be dried by tomorrow night, but they'll probably be dry by the middle of tomorrow and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something, that this video was helpful.